Alright, so welcome to a little bit of a commentary over my personal best time on Dark Souls Remastered, any percent. For anyone who's verifying this run, I apologise for the commentary. This is also for YouTube, so yeah. I'm not going to explain too much about the tricks in this run. We'll try to explain it a little bit though, but I don't have the mental effort right now to be explaining the tricks. We're going to unequip everything but our hood for maximum speed. I'm actually interested to know whether you even, like, if I kept the pants on, etc., would that even affect my speed? I wonder if item weight itself affects speed. Otherwise, as far as I know, there's only 3 different speeds in the game: really fast, medium, and slow, basically. But I'm not too sure if there are small value differences in between clothing weight and stuff and item weight to speed your movement up. Either way, that's a moot point. I had quite a good run here for myself personally. I'm not too just punch that guy out of the way, otherwise you're gonna get blocked. I'm just gonna waste like a second or two. I'm not even too sure if punching him is worth it, especially when you backstab him. It's just wasting time. I'm gonna quit out here and then load in. This is gonna break the wall for me, and also this game as you can see, there's a timer in the top right, but the game actually goes off the game time that it shows you on your load screen, on your loading file, whatever you want to say. So being able to like quit out and stuff, even though the time is ticking inside the game, the timer stops, which, like, you're gonna see the timer on this is actually like 40 minutes or something like that, whereas the actual run is 37 minutes. So there's like a 3-minute discrepancy over runs with all the quit outs and loadings, etc. Which honestly is fucking great, because from what I've seen, it benefits you, I think, being able to run off in game time rather than real time. Now that's the Asylum done within 2 minutes. This whole speedrun is, like, speedrun in this category is just, it's frustrating because you're relying on getting the Black Knight Halberd, which is a base rate of 20% drop chance, I do believe, so 22%, something like this. And basically you gotta keep playing the first 4 minutes. Little glitch here. Using a prompt swap just to get 99 humanity, which I do believe raises that 20% drop rate that I just mentioned to a little bit of a higher value, which obviously means less runs being restarted. But the first 4 minutes of this speedrun is constantly being restarted, because if the Black Knight that I don't kill within the next minute drops the it doesn't drop the weapon I want, I just gotta start all over again. It's starting to drive me insane. I couldn't imagine people who have like been running this game for like over a year. I think you can see in the top right, my runs are on 40 something, it looks like. I'm viewing from my Vegas Pro editor, so I can't see a full screen properly, but I do believe that's I completely forgot what I was saying. There was about 40 attempts there, and I'm quite new to live split. Those 40 something attempts have been within the past 2-3 days. Before that, I probably hadn't even run the game over no more than 50 times. I started with a long route, and my very first speedrun was something like 3 hours. And that was killing the Lord Souls, etc., not knowing the game speedrun that well. I knew the game off the back of my hand before I started speedrunning it, but so nothing special's happened here in the first 4 minutes. I've cheated in sounds like I'm using a third party app. I've glitched the game to be able to use 99 humanity when I've only got 1. This is just the main glitch I've done. The rest are just small little time save tricks. And there's a lot of tricks that I don't use in this run. Mainly the tricks that will just end your run. E.g. just jumping from the top of Blight Town. If you fail that, that's the run over. Meme rolls, etc. like that, that's just kill your run. So I'm going to wait until I've completely maximised my times before I want to start saving small times like that. And I think I have a really smooth, yeah, I'm getting better with being able to kill this knight. And motherfucker drops the halberd and was run on. Always the halberd drop when when I am least expecting the halberd to drop and least mentally prepared for a full run. It's always when it drops. And then I have to like suddenly just start focusing. So now with the halberd, even if you're playing this game normally and casually, you pretty much just cruise through the game anyway. But what we're going to do is fully upgrade the halberd with only 2 Twinkling Titanite, which is really impossible basically, isn't it? And we're going to cheat in, again, glitch in some souls to start using the halberd straight away with the right stats and fully upgrade it. So that was one of the small things that I recently learned, was how to duplicate my Twinkling Titanite. And I think it's the first time I ever got hit by that guy in like all of the runs I've ever done. But yeah, I used to run this route with just a +2 halberd, and just being able to upgrade it to +5 saves so much time. There's so many less hits you have to get in. You just 2-hit the gargoyles. Artorias is probably one of the faster bosses that I feel like you notice the difference. Artorias and the Sanctuary Guardian, Griffin Doggo, whatever. So I'm going to buy 999 arrows here, and then because my last viewed thing was 999 arrows, if I do this prompt swap again, it's going to let me use 999 souls instead. It's a really easy glitch, super easy glitch. The next one is not so easy. What we're going to do here is just going to purchase the items we need, Crest of Artorias and the Weaponsmith box, and then I'm going to try glitch it out so as you see the purchase for the arrows, now it just appears on the sword, and now I can buy as many long swords as I want, and you should only be able to buy one. I buy them and then I open the menu to buy it again and then close it. This is just going to give me in a really simple term, it's going to give me some bugged values, which means when I try and drop my Twinkling Titanite in this little glitch here, it's going to go to -8, and it's going to put my Twinkling Titanite to 10. Yeah, spaghetti code. Clearly some insecure code being developed here, but now we got a +5 halberd and the game's pretty much GG. 38 health, 40 endurance, 40 strength, 18 dex. If you follow it exactly how I do, you're gonna have these points every single time. 40 health, 40 endurance, 40 strength, 18 dex. That's exactly what you're gonna need. Awful jump there. But yeah. I do believe I can cut down this run, ideally for about a minute. Like, without any more practicing, I could carry on just doing the runs, and I could probably get like a minute shorter. But I'm going to have to start including some new tricks and methods here to try and get down even lower, which I don't really feel like is possible. I mean, I'm wasting time there really are, but what we're going to do now is go ring the first bell. It's such a horrible area because you can get easily killed, and this was, yeah, I forgot about this part of the run. Yeah, it was really, I'm going to say lucky, because a lot of people just got trapped by everyone there. So the RNG was definitely on my side there. Now it's time for the gargoyles, and you're going to see ridiculous damage. So 2 hits, motherfucker. Look at that. 1000 damage in 2 hits. And I've not even been playing on the save file. I mean, obviously this is impossible without the prompt swap glitch, which I couldn't imagine running this game before the prompt swap glitch. I literally started running this game as the no, not as the prompt swap glitch came out, but like I started running this game, and I am thankful that the prompt swap glitch came out, and I'm sure it's not even more than like a few months old or a year old, that trick. So I did start running this game at the right time, otherwise you actually can't afford to be hit at all throughout the run, and you always have to constantly be on low health to proc your red tier stone ring. So this run that you're seeing here, this route is super noob friendly. Like, anyone can pick up this route, because of just, you'll see how much health I get, and it's not necessary whatsoever. Unless you get hit like me, then it is necessary, I guess. But yeah, like, I couldn't imagine using the red tier stone ring. I just don't think I'd win the game if that was the case. I do wonder though if it would be, because I think the world record's 30 minutes by Alt F4, and you know, he doesn't bother with the red tier stone ring. He literally does the same setup I do for getting the halberd and using prompt swaps, but, or let me say I use the same setup he does. But I do wonder if anyone's ever messed around with grabbing the red tier stone ring and putting your strength way up. You know, still doing the prompt swap glitch for your souls, and if you're able to set up the red tier stone ring for every fight, surely with all that extra strength and the red tier stone ring, you would be insane damage. I always hit this guy. I don't know why, but I always end up attacking him, and it's a big run killer for me. Again, this is another part that's just not necessary for the run. You really, like, especially with all this HP and endurance, like, you definitely don't need it, but again, this is a very, like, anyone could really pick this up, this route. Probably won't be hitting 37 minutes, like, but with this route, you comfortably do it, you finish the game in under an hour and not even have much experience. There's another trick that I could implement. As you see, I took the elevator down there a second time, whereas initially you only take it down the first time in the first minute of the run when you get out of the asylum. And then you can set it up so you kind of like meme roll all the way off. Meme rolls are basically your character's weight is at a certain value. I'm not too sure if it's like a really high value or whatsoever, I don't really know. But once it's that certain weight, if you jump off something in mid-air, you can just carry on rolling, and it can nullify full damage, I do believe. But here you can just jump right off, but I'm going to waste more time instead. Take the super save way down. That's a little finicky part there, you can easily fall off the side. But there you go, that's pretty much playtime done. I remember as a casual, when I first played through this game, getting to the depths and going through the way, you know, going the long way, the proper way, it was just, this was the worst area of the game. But I guess another benefit as well to having so much HP is that this poison is literally a non-existent factor. With less HP it would be a bit of a tighter thing to do, like, you know, you would maybe have to heal up or you would just have to do it flawlessly. But here you wouldn't even need to heal up, and you don't even need to do it flawlessly, you can still get hit. I wouldn't be surprised, I'm pretty sure I heal here. A run before this I was doing really great and I fell off Incense Fortress. So I'm sure I will, this run I take every like safety precaution possible, like healing up and stuff like that, just to make sure, taking bonfires that I don't need to take. I think I do, I take the Sanctuary Garden bonfire and the bonfire before Artorias when I kill them both first go. So it was just a complete waste of time, but safety first. I'm just cutting through. I'm lucky I didn't roll into the lava there, otherwise that would have been GG. A very quick baylag kill for me. It can be much faster, but I do believe I saved time on that, so I'm happy. So that's like nearly half of the game done, really, isn't it? As soon as I get to Anor Londo, well, as soon as I finish Anor Londo, get the Lord Vessel, that's pretty much half the game done. But very close to coming up to half the game in 14 minutes. So yeah, hopefully I'll be stealing that number 20 spot on the leaderboard after this run. Dumbass me fucking stood on the trap. Like, a fair few things that happened for the first time ever. Like, I've never stood on that trap before. I've never got hit by the weird green thing at Darkroot. And I'm pretty sure I don't even get hit by the Black Knights that are shooting arrows, you know, as you climb into Anor Londo. As you go into Small Northstein, that weird part, and there's 2 archers. I don't even get hit by them, I'm running up and I just fall off like an idiot. But the quit out saved me. I loaded back in and I wasn't sliding off, it was... And as I said before, the game is ran off in game time, so being able to quit out and pause your timer, even though you failed, it is like... It's a big, I don't know the word it is, big room for mistake. Quit out here, resets that boulder, as you could probably see. The boulder was literally about to hit me. But it resets the position of the boulder, which is not there. And I can safely go through. Really doesn't matter with this HP once again. Some people would be going in with HP that would just get killed in one shot, full health, by that boulder, but you can afford to get hit by it. That's what I mean with this route being really beginner friendly, is that you can just make tons of mistakes really. But yeah, this is where I fell off on the run before this, and nice and smooth. It's horrible when you come into Sense Fortress because runners will know that like there's actually, I believe it's like a spot you enter Sense Fortress or something like this. It has a certain, I don't know what the word is, it has a certain loop, so you can see Sense Fortress the same every single time if you enter in the same spot or something like this. Well, I might be incorrect, and it's just saying Sense gets gate skip when you quit out and load back in. That applies to. Once again, anyone who has no idea what the speedrun's about, you're gonna hear all this shit and not have a clue what I'm saying. But either way, I grabbed that final soul, which once again is unnecessary. You do not need it, but I am going to upgrade Anor Londo. And I definitely don't need to this speedrun. There are some speedruns where I hit such low HP that clearly that second upgrade is what made the run finishable, because I would have just died without it, but I don't think there's any situations where I'm so low HP that the second upgrade is clearly what made me survive. It's like the second or third time I've missed that jump attack. I should be able to stagger him straight away. What the fuck, I'm fucking up. But yeah, this can be such a faster fight. You can knock him off the bridge in like 2 attacks. But even with a +5 halberd, it's a really fast fight. I fucked up my split there, I seen. I pressed it and then I had to reset it back. I got worried here as well. I was so fast, I was so eager to try and hit Anor Londo that I ended up nearly burning to death. But there we go. Anor Londo in 17 minutes with 2 bells won, like legit. You can obviously, for anyone who doesn't know, you can enter Sen's Fortress without bringing in the 2 bells. There's a glitch to do it, and I'm pretty sure Dark Souls 1 Prepare to Die edition actually requires you to go to Sen's Fortress and go to Anor Londo before you ring the 2 bells, but regardless of that, it doesn't matter which way you do it, you need to ring the bells, you need to get to Anor Londo to open up Firelink Altar, which is essential for being able to complete this game within 30-ish minutes. Once again, open that menu for the bug menu where it holds 999 arrows, and then we can do this prompt swap. It thinks we've got the arrows as the menu, and it'll let us do 999 souls instead of 999 arrows. Now we're going to level up our health, strength to about 65 I believe, and then put the rest into health. So, I think the reason I did that today, normally I put more points into strength, but I put a shitload into HP because of yesterday and my 2 boss fights against Artorias and the Sanctuary Guardian. I died to the Sanctuary Guardian and I survived on no more than 1 or 2 HP against Artorias. So I was like, fuck that, I'm stocking up on HP this run. As soon as you see the pans on this wall disappear, right there, jump off like that, and you're going to end right there. It's going to save you a few seconds not having to actually run down the stairs and stuff. And there are people who can jump right onto that, but those people are fucking crazy. I ain't risking my run for that jump, are you crazy? Again, here's another part that can really fuck up, but as I mentioned before, just quitting out, it's really powerful. You can save yourself quite easily here if you fall off. Or if you miss the jump, you can just quit out and most likely you're going to load back safely onto the ledge. Simply put, how the quit outs work in this game for being able to save yourself, as you're going to see very shortly here. So I may as well explain it a little bit. As you can see, I'm stood on something right now. I'm stood on a platform or terrain or whatever. So the game is actually continuously saving my X, Y, Z coordinates whilst I am stood on terrain, or whatever the game decides is standable terrain, you know, traversable terrain. If you're stood on that, it's going to save your position, basically, your X, Y, Z values in the world. So if you jump off something, as soon as your feet or your body isn't touching, I think it's your feet, as soon as your feet aren't touching terrain, it stops saving your XYZ position, you know, like, so your last saved position was where you just jumped off from on the ledge, which is really powerful because if you fall off something, I say 90% of the time, you can just quit out before you hit the trigger to die, and if you do that successfully, I think I was just healing up because this is such a risky area, but if you do that successfully and quit out before you die falling, and then load back in, you're just going to load back onto the ledge where you fell off. Sometimes you can fall off in a horrible angle, so every time you load back in, you can't even move, you just slide right off. And that's when you know the runner's dead. And you'll see me fall now, and I was just praying to myself that I don't slide. It's right here, so fucking dumb. I was so worried about the arrows hitting me, because they've been hitting me a lot lately. I just... But the quit out is there, the quit out's there. But it's such a narrow angle that I fell off, I was like, nah, it's just going to slide right off. Look at that shit, man, holy. And then I thought those arrows were going to hit me, and this guy doesn't die in one hit. I get giga confused. This honestly is where the run should have ended. But thankful. That put me in a nervous spot as well, because I was like, fuck. That's clearly killed my momentum a little bit, so whatever. I clearly am able to recollect. This is such a simple skip. I'm pretty sure I learned the skip before I even was into speedrun. I think, obviously, I used to speedrun Zelda Ocarina of Time, so speedrun games that I like to play is something I'll always watch. So I've seen the speedrun for this game like way back when I was first playing it. Just, you know, out of interest. I seen that skip and I was like, yeah, I'm fucking doing that. I ain't going for Anor Londo properly. I don't think I have the worst, but I don't have the greatest Schmo and Orms team fight. Pretty sure here I start to kill them fast, which takes me a while to start getting my attacks in. But once again, this is a fight that's just so easy because of my HP, like, getting hit is just not a consideration. Like, hit me all you want, I'm most likely not going to die. Except here, I usually have to end up, if I get caught in one of his big attacks that do a fair bit of damage, I end up having to heal. Yeah, it's not the smoothest. I'm pretty sure I get hit here. Yeah. Not the smoothest boss fight, but I do believe I lost time on this split, I think. I'm not too sure, I can't really see the numbers properly. Getting trolled there a little bit, he should have died. But now I have done half of the game. Standardly I've done half of the game, obviously. I have done way more than half of the game for myself because I'm about, I've only got like 14 minutes left of the run. But casually, you would be at the halfway point here. So we're going to kill here, because it's going to trigger a cutscene, which is, I think it works out faster. But yeah, it definitely works out faster than having to pray to her or worship the titties or whatever you want to do. And then we're going to go place that Lord Vessel. When I started learning this run, man, I used to always fucking forget this part. I would go straight to the Undead Parish, and then I would go kill the Hydra. I would go all the way to fucking Anor Londo, and the door would be yellow. I'd be like, for fuck's sake. That was back when my fucking runs were like 1 hour though, 50 minutes, 1 hour. So what we have done there is made oh no, we have no. Okay, no, that comes into the wrong warp. Never mind. What we have done there is just place the Lord vessel, just to release the yellow door, the Lord door in Anor Londo. Our goal now is to go kill the Hydra. Basically, how this game works is on Dark Souls Remastered, you just want to open the Firelink altar. I imagine if a new glitch comes out and you can open the Firelink altar within 5 minutes, you know, you're gonna see the new world record be like 20 minutes instead of 30, you know what I mean? Like, the main goal is just to get to the Firelink altar, and then you need to go and access the DLC. And the first step to accessing the DLC is killing the Hydra. I couldn't imagine anyone who fucking found out how to access the DLC without using the internet. To be fair, I wouldn't even understand really how anyone would know the lore in this game without the internet. Like, holy shit, this game is so, don't know what the way it is. It's the complete opposite to holding your hand. It's just... Sometimes I question why I speedrun this game, because it's fucking so frustrating, but it's gotta be easily said that Dark Souls 1 is arguably one of the best games ever to be released, so why not speedrun it? I think the only other game I would be in, the other two, I could see myself doing Dark Souls 3, but their speedruns just look like a lot of out of bounds, so it's just, this is boring, you know. Like here, it's kind of like you're still playing the game, you know what I mean, you're running through the game. You're not just like jumping out on the map and then running to places. That's from what I've seen though, I could be wrong. Obviously new routes come out and stuff like that, and different, you obviously have different categories. Bloodborne is definitely something I would be interested in running, because the game is fucking amazing, and the routes for the, when I've seen the speedruns for Bloodborne, actually look quite fun. So ideally you want to come to this fight with at least 3 black fire bombs if you're running the route like me, because it's just going to help you kill them so much faster. So you hit 3 fire bombs on them, it's going to do a nice amount of damage. It's going to save you having to do an extra black halberd hit, maybe an extra 1 or 2, ideally it's just 1. 2 black fire bombs will pop a head off, so fucking hell, looks like I nearly jumped off the edge there. I think I remember seeing it on my screen when I was playing. I was like, whoa, I can see the fucking edge. But yeah, this is one of my biggest time saves here. I think this is one of the fastest Hydra kills I've had. I think I miss here. Oh no. Yeah, I get it. Nice. That was the Hydra gun. Now, the only reason you need to kill the Hydra is because it makes an enemy spawnable. You have to quit out first, obviously. You know, this game's fucking spaghetti code. But you'll make this enemy spawn in when you quit and load. And it holds a woman. Is it like Duskavula Seal or some shit like that? It's some female. And you know, it comes out. You tell her to fuck off, you dark sign back. Get a pendant and boom, DLC. Look at them fucking juking me and shit. Disrespectful. But yeah, there's Ulysses. I was under the impression you really didn't have to speak to her, and I'm not sure if it's just Dark Souls 1, maybe, Dark Souls 1, you know, the original one, not the remastered. I swear, like, I seen a speedrun, and I seen someone mention, you do not need to speak to this woman, so I was like, sweet, I don't need to speak to that woman. And I'm pretty sure that the reason my broken pendant wasn't appearing when I went to kill this guy was because I never spoke to the woman. But maybe someone can correct me on that. Every time now I make sure the woman disappears from the conversation and then dark sign back here, and I've never had the broken pendant not drop. So, gotta tell you, some fucking, when I was learning this game in like 50 minutes was a really fast time for me. Some runs were killed because I didn't speak to the woman. It was like 50-50, I would speak to her and I wouldn't speak to her. It was just, I was still getting my consistency down. I'm glad as well that I don't get hit by this fucking ball on this run, because honestly out of everything in the speed run, this is just one of my favourite things to do. It's just dodge this ball, because fuck me, it took me so long to get the timing down. I still can't even hit it consistently. Sometimes I'll get hit. I don't know what it was about the timing, but like, just being able to jump through the ball now is just so satisfying. Rolling in this game is just ridiculous. You would think someone in their QA team just like understood how OP rolling was and like, hold on, let's turn down the amount of frames you're invincible for. I don't know though. I know, right, okay, I kill these because it's just a safety strat. You can easily get overwhelmed here, and no matter, unless you've got fucking heavy armor on, you're not tanking these hits. And here was another part where +5 halberd really shines through more than a +2 halberd. Is you can't one hit those little enemies, and you have to hit him like 3 times, so it saves you a lot of time with a +5 halberd just to clear through out like that. That was a fairly nice pendant for me. Usually it's a little bit more finicky. I have to do a little bit more spacing between the enemies before I dark side back, but that was nice. That was nice and dandy. So we're coming up to the last 6 minutes of the run. How the fuck do I complete the game in 6 minutes when, you know, the door in Firelink Altar is closed and it needs to be opened via 4 Lord Souls? Well, bitch, I'm gonna show you how. So everything we've been doing since we left Anor Londo and placed that Lord Vessel in Firelink Altar has been to get to this point, whereas we're going to head back to where I killed that enemy in the little corner, and we'll see a little teleport now because of the broken pendant, which makes no fucking how are you supposed to figure that out? Like, just ruthless like adventuring is the only way you're going to figure that out, and like things that no one would normally think of. But, you know, From Software is some cryptic motherfuckers. I'm gonna run back, get into this teleporter. What the fuck, teleporter, you know what I mean, little portal thing. Oh god, I hate travelling through here. I wonder, I'm sure there's a way you can sprint fully without fucking up from here to the warp. I haven't studied any video of it happening, so obviously if I watch some speedruns and study them running here, I would fucking figure out whether I can or not, but I feel like that's really slow to get there. Now I take this bonfire because yesterday I was on a time for maybe faster than this personal best, so probably maybe 36 minutes, possibly 35 minutes, because I had saved like nearly 5 minutes up to this point, but I don't take that bonfire and I die. Which wasted about 3 minutes, and then it took me a bit longer than usual to kill him the second time. So that was that run dead. Well, not dead, but I hit 40 minutes yesterday, which was my personal best. But I really wanted sub 30, that was my personal goal, and I was 44 seconds off it due to that huge time loss. So I took that bonfire there just in case I fucking got killed again, but I had really good fucking luck with this run. That's Undead, right? I wish every time I fight him it was that easy. I think some people can relate to just like, you know, you walk in and you get about like 700 fire electrocuted. You're gonna see indecisiveness at its finest here. I'm like, nope, I need that bonfire. And it's like, I seen my time and I was like, right, even if I die Artorias, you might have enough time to still beat my PB. And I got lost there. I was like, what fucking way do I go? This is where the panic really set in, because I knew I was really tight on time. I knew it wasn't as fast as yesterday, but I was still sub 40 here. So, you know, knees weak, palms sweaty, you know, spaghetti, all that. And then fucking completely lost my point. Doesn't even matter anymore, but yeah. The bonfire was useless anyway, because I'm pretty sure I was going to consider, you'll see me go to the Artoria shortcut. See, this is another big time waste. People can just go to the place where you're meant to take the shortcut down, and you can just mean roll off it, which is really fucking annoying because I want to know how to do that trick. It's this long ass way around, but normally what I would do is I would take this long ass way around and then I would trigger the lift for the Artoria shortcut, so just in case I died, I could just take the shortcut back. But I took the bonfire and then I don't set the shortcut up, so there was really no genuine reason for the bonfire, because running all the way around like this would have just lost me my time. Fortunately though, Artorias gets dealt with in one go. I've smoked like a cigarette and I've been vaping throughout this commentary, so I really do like apologise for any of the vape slash smoking noise you guys hear. It just be lit over here, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna be smart here and do absolutely nothing. Oh yeah, I can't remember when I equipped my, oh yeah, I equipped my pants and shit on the fog wall to the Sanctuary Garden. See, there's indecisiveness again. I was like, I'll go get the checkpoint, and then I was like, no, I gotta go fast. So I was like, alright, okay, I'll take the chance. If I die here, the run is over. Shit man, my palms are fucking, like, unironically sweaty at this point. That is a dodge. I can't get that dodge down. I feel like I have to dodge later or in a different direction. Did I dodge it then? I'm not too sure, but like 99% of the time I get hit by that attack. This is where the HP really comes in handy, this fight, and maybe Gwyn, because I don't parry Gwyn, because I'm so inconsistent with that. I can either parry him every single time so easily, or I'll just die within 2 seconds, and it really fucking frustrates me. But I can just keep dodging his attacks and wreck him quite fast normally, so I opted to go the safe route. It's actually quite a nice Artorias fight. Yeah, it's a great fight. Although I could have died there. That looked like he was about to do a spinning jump, and like if he charged 2 or 3 of those, I would have been dead. So here comes the not the hardest part, but this is where I could have wasted all my time. You're gonna see me have trouble with this, and I do believe, I think I had Google Chrome open in the background. I had something open in the background that was just taking extra memory and processing power, and I'm not sure if that affected my frame rate even in the slightest bit, because even if my frame rate drops down by 1, because this is a frame perfect glitch, it can just make it that a bit more annoying and off timing, because I'm obviously used to the full frames every second that the game allows. Pretty sure it's like 30 or 60. Sure, it's 60 on this one, on the remastered. But yeah, it felt like I couldn't hit the wrong warp. I think I put my dark sign there, perfect timing. Yeah, so I have my thing set up. So what I'm going to do is try and use the purple coward crystal and then swap to my Estus flask. And the same time I hit the floor whilst I am swapping my weapon, I'm going to try drink my Estus flask, and it's going to fucking fuck the game up. It's going to try send you to your last bonfire, which I just purposely made my last bonfire rested in Firelink altar. So what it's going to do is I'm going to, as soon as that I drink the Estus and it makes this weird glowing thing, I'm going to dark sign straight back to my last rested bonfire. But since it's trying to teleport me to wherever this fucking purple coward crystal goes, it ends up teleporting you to the end of the game, and it just past the wall that is closed in the Firelink altar. So I did have big trouble trying to set this trick up. Normally I can hit this within like a couple of tries, but this is where I anticipated me just trying to hit this trick for like 4 minutes straight and killing the run, but I'm pretty sure I get it very soon. There you go, you see that weird glow? That means that I did the trick perfectly. You have 1 frame. You have to try drink your Estus flask on the exact frame your feet hit the ground. So it's really hard to do. I'm pretty sure when I first learned this trick, I think I didn't get it for 4 hours. It took me 4 hours of just trying the trick over and over and over again until I got the timing down. It didn't help that I tried to practice the wrong warp in the you know the bonfire before, the bonfire right after Sanctuary Guardian. You can do it there, but I don't know, it's so much harder to do there, and I'm not even sure if it saves you time. But now, yeah, that wrong warp takes you right to the end of the game. You can see the timer says 39 minutes. In game time, I'm behind by 2-3 minutes when you account for all the loading, etc. And I'm pretty sure I read something on the speedrunner Discord about how the in-game time is a little bit fucked up in Remastered compared to Dark Souls. It runs slow or something like that. So fucking, yeah, I'm not complaining about that, mate. I'll take that. But this is coming up to the end of the run, and you obviously know I kill Gwyn easily, so there's no suspense here. Fucking easy whip. So I can pretty much 99% of the time I can always parry this first hit. It's the parries afterwards that I can kind of lose my rhythm on. So what I opt to do is I get this parry and I move behind him, and you get an easy free hit here because he's going to try it. And then you move behind him again. If you're lucky, he's going to try to grab you. Sometimes he's going to swing a sword, but as you can see, my RNG was pretty nice. I was able just to train him, stun lock him, whatever you want to call him. And that's the end of the run. That is battle kills complete in 37 minutes, boys. So as you can see, I knew I was very, well, surely I had to be sub 30 and my real time is 40, so I'm fucking hyped. Probably wasted like 3-4 seconds, or maybe like 3 seconds, but there you go, 37:43 boys. 37:43 minutes. That's the run. And yeah, I think the first thing I do is go check the leaderboards, and that should be number spot 20. This verification goes through all right and shit like that. I do apologise to whoever's watched this video to verify it. You've had to listen to me talk shit for next to like pretty much 40 minutes. Apart from that, peace out boys. Thank you for watching.